So this is sort of the distance we want to shoot our croc at, 40 yards, maybe 60 yards maximum.
Well, that is the distance that we will be shooting, and that's about the size, actually bigger than the crocodile's brain.
Yeah, it's a game of precision, isn't it? I mean, you got to hit him exactly in the brain or in the neck, otherwise he's gone.
No room for error on a crocodile.
Yeah.
You have to be 100% sure. Well,
let's give it a go.
Go for it.
We'll see.
McNeil is using a .375 Dakota with 300 grain bullets that deliver a bone-smashing 4,000 foot-pounds of stopping power.
Good. Bang on the button.
Exactly. You hit the nail on the head. You are ready for your crocodile.
Well, let's go and look for one.
None of that means anything if the shot placement isn't perfect.
We're going to go and look for some crocodile this morning. What is the time now? 10 past 8. So about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, these crocs should start coming out. It's going to be a nice hot day. They're not going to be easy. They're out on the sandbanks quite a way out, so getting a good shot at one is going to be tough.
It isn't long before McNeil and the team discover several large crocs sunning themselves in the river.
There's two of them there. The one we want is one facing that way towards the bush.
Yeah, that's a big croc. Yeah, it's quite relaxed there as well.
The wind is good for us.
Yeah, the wind's good.
Yeah. So we go around and see if we can get closer there. And
maybe we put a stalk on him.
Yeah. But quietly, let's get out of here. Go around.
Yeah, let's make a move now.
Okay.
Crocs possess acute hearing and are able to detect even the slightest vibrations that are virtually imperceptible to other beasts. As they approach, McNeil moves ever closer, going alone to reduce the chance that the croc will detect his presence.
When hunting crocodile, my greatest concern is the amount of noise we make in approaching, because the croc has one of the best senses in the world. He'll hear everything, so you have to be 100% right.
Fantastic.
Good.
Seems to have
anchored him.
Anchored him. Excellent. Let's maybe send the guy back and get a rope. Eh?
Yeah, let's get the vehicle. We have to go fast, get a... Yeah, can take him tango fast. We have to get a pole and try and prod it in.
Yeah, he may actually just be in the bottom here.
It's very steep here. Maybe going through the sand, the sandbank there.
Let's get down, wade across.
Tumble, let him tumble.
With the croc returning to the Mocha currents of the river, and with plenty of his kind lurking in the water nearby, following up the wounded croc becomes a task of which nightmares are made.
Getting in the water with all these other croc around, it gets your attention. So the croc hunt, which had been a textbook hunt really, had suddenly turned into a bit of an adventure.
Despite 2 300-grain rounds placed in the head and neck region of the massive croc, the beast managed to slip several hundred yards downstream.
Over the top of him, so let's go.
A quick shot by McNeil was a desperate attempt to anchor the animal.
My shot went high. He had seemed to have beached himself, so that's when we decided, well, let's get around quickly and get a decent shot at him, you know, do the job properly.
Exchanging his .375 for the more powerful .450 Dakota, McNeil scrambled downriver to get a final round into the croc.
Sergeant, is that the croc?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. You better anchor him. Very good. Yep.
Yeah, he gets him done. He's not
Good
going
job. He's not going to move anywhere.
It's
now.
shallow there as well.
Yeah. So we have to go in now and go retrieve him now.
Just the recovery of that animal, we know we've anchored him. You know, the channel in front of us is extremely deep, the water's extremely fast. So now we're thinking, you know, how do we do that? Do we actually swim the channel? And there were a number of croc actually gathering below him. And that's when we opted to wade through the shallower section of the river. But it meant being in the water longer, and it meant instead of doing 100 yards, it meant doing almost 250, 300 yards.
Weighing more than half a ton, recovering the crocodile from the current becomes another monumental undertaking.
You're dealing with a huge croc, and then you've got to pull him against that current. It was a lot of work, and then you also got to keep your eyes open. You never know where that other croc is lurking.
One, two, tip. One, two, tip.
Wait, Sarge, what turned out to be, we thought, was quite a sort of straightforward stalk. We shot him, and it actually turned out to be quite an adventurous croc hunt.
I always say you give another one for good measure, and this time we gave another for good measure, but he still went.
And you think they're down, you think, I mean, he wasn't even moving. We all turned around to get it, come across, and the next thing, he was in the water. croc don't get bigger than this.
Oh,
this
no,
is
no.
this is as big as they get. I mean, this animal's probably 60, 70, even 80 years old.
Probably, yes.
So as you can see how old he is. I mean, you know, he's almost got like a big bulb on his nose here. He's all knolled up, and I mean, look at his teeth.
Oof.
Boy, and you see the thickness and the size of them as well. And he's in really good nick. You can see his teeth he's broken one or two, but all the rest are intact and still growing. He's got some new ones coming out here. Oh, excuse me, old chap. And you see this girth on here. I mean, that is just unbelievable. He's got it all. I mean, he's one of the ultimate predators and survivors as well. These animals have survived for centuries. And I guess, as you're saying, they don't get big for being stupid, that's for sure. Well, thanks so much. That was a hunt I'm never going to forget.
Congratulations again.
Thanks. Hard work today, eh?
Everyone had to swim today.
Yeah, everyone went into the river. Everyone had it.